Welcome to the More Than English podcast, where we discuss fascinating and influential ideas, learning English along the way. Here we learn more than English. I'm your host Stephen. I'm from the UK and I've been teaching English online since 2016. I also love podcasts. And over the years I've been asked countless times, what English podcasts would you recommend? And what podcast do you watch personally? Well, personally, my favourite podcasts are 2 or 3 hours long, and the hosts can often speak quite fast, or with a strong accent. Meanwhile, English podcasts, although are very useful, are often limited in scope to things like grammar, vocabulary, or cultural fads, instead of the big ideas. The purpose of the More Than English podcast is not to chat about frivolous topics, but rather to discuss existential ideas that can literally change the way we see the world and act in it. In subjects such as business, tech, philosophy, culture, languages, history, psychology, the list goes on. But using English that is more accessible than a regular native English podcast. That does not mean using basic vocabulary, but rather highlighting advanced vocabulary that you can learn in every episode. So if you're interested in any of these topics and want to improve your English at the same time, please like and subscribe. My job as the host is to be non-partisan. That is, not to tell you what to think or even necessarily what I think, but rather to make you think and to fortify your understanding and your rationality for why you think what you think. But remember, ideas are like clouds. They come and go. We should not be attached to them, but rather keep marveling at the ephemeral sky, which is our mind. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? So join me on this journey and learn more than English. Thank you for listening and or watching this trailer of the More Than English podcast. During the episode, maybe you heard some magical bells. This was to notify you of the key vocabulary during the episode. And at the end of every episode, we review this key vocabulary. So let's go. Scope, the amount of variety, range. Fads, something that is popular for a short time only, trends. Frivolous, unimportant, silly, or trivial. Existential, related to how we live and why as human beings. Non-partisan, not supporting one side more than another, free from bias. Fortify, to make stronger, strengthen. To marvel, to show surprise or admiration. And finally, ephemeral, lasting for only a short time. Thanks guys, see you in the full version of the podcast very soon.